Has he seen this in my face or somehow read my thoughts? He's right though. The whole rodent lot of them is despicable. No matter, says Sina. So Katniss, about your costume for the opening ceremonies. My partner Portia is the stylist for your fellow tribute, Peter, and our current start is to dress you in complimentary costumes, says Sina. As you know, it's customary to reflect the flavor of the district. For the opening ceremonies, you're supposed to wear something that suggests your district's principal industry. District 11, agriculture. District 4, fishing. District 3, factories. This means that coming from District 12, Peter and I will be in some kind of coal miner's get-up. Since the baggy miner's jumpsuits are not particularly becoming, our tributes usually end up in skimpy outfits and hat with headlamps. One year, our tribute was stark naked and covered in black powder to represent coal dust. It's always dreadful and does nothing to win favor with the crowd. I prepare myself for the worst. So, I'll be in a coal miner outfit? I ask, hoping it won't be indecent. Not exactly. You see, Portia and I think that coal miner thing is very overdone. No one will remember you in that. And we both see it as our job to make the District 12 tributes unforgettable, says Sina. I'll be naked for sure, I think. So, rather than focus on the coal mining itself, we're going to focus on the coal, says Sina. Naked and covered in black dust, I think. And what do we do with coal? We burn it, says Sina. You're not afraid of fire, are you, Katniss? He sees my expression and grins. A few hours later, I'm dressed in what will either be the most sensational or the deadliest costume in the opening ceremonies. I'm in a simple black unitard that covers me from ankle to neck, shining leather boots laced off to my knees, but it is a flattering cape made of strings of orange, yellow, and red, and the matching headpiece that define this costume. Sina plans to light them on fire just before our chariot rolls into the street. It's not real flame, of course, just a little synthetic fire portion that I came up with. You'll be perfectly safe, he says. But I'm not convinced I won't be perfectly barbecued by the time we reach the city center. My face is relatively clear of makeup, just a bit of highlighting here and there. My hair has been brushed out and then braided down my back in my usual style. I want the audience to recognize you when you're in the arena, says Sina dreamily, Katniss, the girl who was on fire. It crosses my mind that Sina's calm and normal demeanor masks a complete madman. Despite this morning's revelation about Peter's character, I'm actually relieved when he shows up, dressed in an identical costume. He should know about fire, being a baker's son and all. His stylist, Portia, and her team accompany him in, and everyone is absolutely giddy with excitement over what the splash will make, except Sina. He just seems a bit weary as he accepts congratulations. We are weeks down to the bottom level of the remake center, which is essentially a gigantic stable. The opening ceremonies are about to start. Pairs of tributes are being loaded into chariots pulled by teams of 4 horses. Ours are coal black. The animals are so well trained, no one even needs to guide their reins. Sina and Portia direct us into the chariot and carefully arrange our body positions, the drape of our capes, before moving off to consult with each other. What do you think? I whispered to Peter. About the fire. I will ripple your cape, you ripple mine, he says through gritted teeth. Deal, I say. Maybe if we get them off soon enough, we'll avoid the worst burns. It's bad, though. They'll throw us into the arena no matter what condition we're in. I know we promised Hamish would do exactly what they said, but I don't think he considered this angle. Where's Hamish, anyway? Isn't he supposed to protect us from this sort of thing? Says Peter. With all that alcohol in him, it's probably not advisable to have me around an open flame, I say. And suddenly we're both laughing. I guess we're both so nervous about the games and more presently petrified of being turned into human torches. We're not acting sensibly. The opening music begins. It's easy to hear, blasted around the Capitol. Massive doors slide open, revealing the crowd-lined street. The ride lasts about 20 minutes and ends up at the city circle, where they will welcome us, play the anthem, and escort us into the training center, which will be our home or prison until the game begins. The tributes from District 1 ride out in a chariot pulled by snow-white horses. They look so beautiful, spray-painted silver, in tasteful tunics glittering with jewels. District 1 makes luxury items for the capital. You can hear the roar of the crowd. They are always favorite. District 2 gets into position to follow them. In no time at all, we are approaching the door, and I can see that between the overcast sky and evening hour, the light is turning gray. The tributes from District 11 are just rolling out when Santa appears with a lighted torch. "Here we go then," he says, and before we can react, he sets our capes on fire. I gasp, waiting for the heat, but there's only a faint tickling sensation. Santa climbs up before us and ignites our headdresses. He lets out a sigh of relief. He works. Then he gently tucks a hand under my chin. "Remember, heads high," smiles. "They're going to love you." Santa jumps off the chariot and has one last idea. He shouts something up at us, but the music drowns him out. He shouts again and gestures. "What's he saying?" I ask Peter. For the first time, I look at him and realize that ablaze with the fake flames, he's dazzling. And I must be too. "I think he said for us to hold hands," says Peter. He grabs my right hand in his left, and we look to Santa for confirmation. He nods and gives a thumbs up. And that's not the last thing I see before we enter the city.